So, as we spend time this week on the daily reflections, the time to be you, on day 3, we're going to be looking at sharing your story and how important that is. In 1 Peter 3:15, it says, "But in your hearts, revere Christ as Lord, and always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you to give the reason for the hope that you have." 1 Peter 3:15 emphasizes the importance of being ready to share our faith with others. You see, it calls us to honor Christ in our hearts and to be prepared to explain the hope that we have in him. Our personal testimonies are powerful tools for evangelism because they are unique and relatable. Sharing our stories can open hearts and minds to the truth of the gospel, and this demonstrates how God has worked in our lives in the tangible ways. So the things that you need to take into account is 1, know your story. Reflect on your faith journey and identify key moments where you've experienced God's presence, guidance, or transformation. Understanding your story helps you share it more effectively. So write down your testimony. Focus on the 3 parts: your life before Christ, how you came to know him, and how your life has changed since. Practice sharing it in a concise and clear manner. 2 is to be authentic and vulnerable. Authenticity and vulnerability make your story relatable and impactful. So don't be afraid to share your struggles and how God has helped you to overcome them. And when talking to a friend or a co-worker, share not just the highlights, but also the challenges you faced and how your faith helped you through those times. This honesty can resonate deeply with others who may be facing similar struggles. The third thing is to listen and engage. Sharing your story isn't just about talking, it's also about listening. And as you engage with the person you're sharing with, ask about their experiences and be genuinely interested in their story. And if a co-worker shows interest in your faith, ask them about their beliefs and experiences. You see, listening attentively and respond with empathy is a way to create a meaningful dialogue and a deeper connection. 4, it's about being prepared for questions. People may have questions about your faith and your testimony, so be prepared to answer them thoughtfully and respectfully. Study the common questions and objections people might have about Christianity and familiarize yourself with the biblical answers and be ready to share why you believe what you do. For instance, if someone asks you about a problem or suffering, be ready to share how your faith provides hope and comfort even in those difficult times. And the 5th point is use your story to point to Christ. While your personal story is important, the goal is to point others to Christ and his work in your life. Emphasize God's role in your transformation and the hope he offers to everyone. When sharing your story, highlight how God's love, grace, and power have made a difference to your life. Encourage your listeners to explore the relationship with Jesus for themselves and explaining how he can bring hope and change to their lives as well. Now, the 6th point is to pray for opportunities. Ask God to provide opportunities for you to share your story and to give you the courage and wisdom to speak when those moments arise. Start your day with a prayer like, Lord, please give me the chance to share my faith today. Help me to recognize the opportunities and to speak boldly and lovingly about the hope that we have in you. Sharing your story is a vital part of living out your faith. So by knowing your story, being authentic and engaging with others, preparing for questions and pointing to Christ, and praying for the opportunities you can effectively share the reason for the hope that you have. Your personal testimony is a powerful tool that God can use to touch the hearts and lives of those around you. So be ready to share it with confidence and love, trusting that God will work through your words to draw others to Him.